Rienk and Cale.
Rienk, I think, was in the locker room after the Kansas State game. You guys were already talking about Winthrop, how dangerous they were, and that's not the message the last few days. Did this game kind of play out as you feared, the way that they just stuck around from to be in it?
Yeah, we knew this was going to be a really tough game. That's a very veteran group. That's a really tough team that most likely has a very good chance of winning their league. So we knew coming in it was going to be very hard, and we had too many screw-ups, I think, especially in that first half. Second half we were a little bit better, but still some things to get better at. But overall, yeah, we won, and that's the most important at the end of the day.
What kind of challenge did their activity create on the glass for you guys?
For me personally, they had three bigs that they were just constantly subbing out. So for me, with BK out, it was pretty tough. I'm very tired, I'm not gonna lie. So it was pretty tough, the challenge that those three bigs gave us.
You mentioned Burke. They had 17 offensive rebounds. How much did missing him play a role in that?
Yeah, he's huge. He's a big body in there. It's not an excuse. We still gotta box out better and go get those rebounds. We got to do it with whoever we got. So we know that when we have BK back, it will be good. But even without him, we got to be better on the boards. And today we weren't good enough on the boards.
Cale, how do you think you guys handled just their overall physicality, especially the way the guards on the perimeter?
Yeah, I mean, that's what teams are going to do to us throughout the years. They're going to pressure us, and that's when it's kind of nice to have Rienk back, to get it to Rienk and let him initiate. But yeah, we're going to have to – we only turned it over 5 times, but they really pushed us out. So find ways to get our offense run closer to the three-point line where we can shoot it. But yeah, teams are going to be physical with us all year, so we have to make them pay with back cuts or slips, all the different things to get to the rim.
You guys started hitting some threes in the second half. Do you think that was that just execution, or is there anything different setting looks there?
I mean, I think we cut harder. When we cut harder and we move faster, like, our shooters get open looks. And we got good looks in the first half. We just didn't make them. And that's part of basketball, right? You're not going to make every single shot. And so we knew coming out of halftime, like, if we kept getting the shots we were getting, we were going to be okay. And they would start to fall. So, yeah, we just wanted to keep moving, keep our flow, and let those guys shoot. Because we have some pretty darn good shooters on this team that are going to get hot at some point.
Yeah, it was lively for you guys. Kansas City, that final game was super fun. It felt like March Madness. Here it felt very lively. What was it like having fan support?
Yeah, it's incredible. And Coach just said it in the locker room, we got to find a way to come out to a better start at this place. Like, in Sioux Falls, we came out hot. In Kansas City, we came out hot. But in our 4 games here, like, we haven't had a good first 10 minutes. And so that's when we need to get our fans on our back. You think back to Purdue game 3 years ago now when Juwan dives on the floor in the first 2 minutes and, like, this place is just rocking. And so we need to make a hustle play, right, to get something going early in the game, to really let our fans, like, they're incredible. They keep showing up, and we really appreciate it, but we got to give them something to cheer for early in games.
Why do you think that is that you guys just have in this building gotten really quick starts? Just feeling comfortable? I mean, I guess just being comfortable, but I guess what do you think?
If we knew, I think we would fix it.
It'd be a lot easier to solve.
Yeah. We'll get it fixed. We'll be all right. It starts in practice, I think. We got to come out fast in practice, and our first couple warm-up drills have got to be intense and out of the gate hot, and that translates. So.
Yeah. For either of you guys, what was Coach Hoiberg's message at halftime, trailing 36-32?
My brain's not working.
Okay. I mean, it was just like, just keep playing, right? Keep going. We knew, like you guys said, like, they're a heck of that's an NCAA tournament team, and that's a team that's going to beat somebody in March. And so we knew we just had to keep plugging away, keep working. It helps when Rienk goes for 30. But just keep playing hard. That was his message. Like, someone go make a play to get us going. Yeah, that's what we talked about.
He said go inside out. Let's go inside at the beginning.
What do you think you got from here?
He was huge. He hadn't had a whole lot of reps at the 5. With BK out, we gave him as many reps at the 5 in practice leading up to this game, but he doesn't have a whole lot of experience at that position. I thought for the little amount of prep that he gave us some very valuable minutes. Still got to keep getting better. Watch a lot of film. I know he wants to get better, but he gave us some very valuable minutes today.
I think you see what Jared brings, that level of pop. He's shooting it well. So the more comfortable Jared gets, wherever position, like he's going to help us throughout this year. So he's working his tail off. Like it looks good, and he's coming along. So we're big Jared fans. We're going to need him at some point. So.
For sure.
Rienk, you mentioned you're tired. You started last year with the injury. What's it just like to be back now, 7 games in, healthy, playing 30-plus minutes a game?
Yeah. Knee has been great. I've been super happy with where the knee has been at. So, the rehab has been paying off. In a game like today where I knew going in I had to play over 30 minutes, but it was high paced. It was physical. So just got to keep plugging away, and the fans always help. If the crowd's going crazy, you always got a little bit more energy, but just keep pushing through.
Cale, obviously, you had a pretty good run in the crowd back in April, March, but just to be able to kind of continue that high level of contribution coming off the bench for this team, just how fulfilling is that for you as a player, and what has kind of maybe gone into that consistency?
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. This is what I came here for, and that's kind of what we talked about throughout the recruiting process. Was who knows when it's going to be, but at some point I wanted to be a consistent contributor here. And it's just a blast to play with these guys. We have a really fun group to show up with every day. And so I'm just grateful to be able to compete with these guys every single day and keep getting better.
Anything else for players? Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.